I'm Joseph Fung, co-founder and CEO of Kiite. We're building an AI that makes managers and frontline employees dramatically more efficient. I've run a couple of companies in the KW area. Previously, ran an HR technology company, TribeHR. We raised $3.5 million, scaled the company, sold it to NetSuite for $32 million, and then I ran that business, that group, growing the group from 16 to 160 in Kitchener-Waterloo. And I share this just because going through all of that, there have been a number of different obstacles. You kind of hit all of them. I mean, growing your business, scaling it, how do you sell it, how do you build your team? And when I reflect back and think about the one really significant obstacle that's been ever present throughout it was, I mean, it sounds maybe kitschy, but just the idea of personal development. How do I, as a CEO, as a leader, continually ensure that I'm being the best CEO and leader that I can be? Because what's really easy to happen, I always catch myself in this situation where I find that I'm barely keeping up with my business. You know, you're picking up so many customers, there's so many employees, there's so many problems, and it feels like you're barely keeping pace. And the reality is it's not so much your business that's driving you or your development, but that your development and your capacity is actually acting as the limit and the constraint on your business. And so what I found was every time I took the time to bring on a new mentor or a new coach, or to challenge myself and get myself right outside my comfort zone, that's what helped me realize a significant step up, a nonlinear change in the productivity and the effectiveness of my business. And so some of the things that helped me were when we were looking for investors, finding investors who were the experts in the space that we felt weakest in. Or when I was bringing in executives, looking for executives who, again, were experts in the area where I was weakest. And when after we'd sold the company and we were trying to grow the organization inside a much larger enterprise, taking the time to sit back and say, how do I actually run a business unit inside a much larger business unit, and looking to other leaders who had done it before. And taking that time in a busy day to sit and reflect back on what it takes to be an effective leader, an effective manager, not for what's happening right now, but for where you want your company to be next, is really, really challenging. It's a time management challenge, it's a motivation challenge, and it's a reflection challenge. Like, the ability to be honest and look at yourself is really tough. And if you get the chance to practice that, it's going to make a huge difference to your business. And again, it's one of those things that hits every stage throughout your companies, and it's one of those things you never stop working on. And I'm working on it still right now. So hope you all have success with that.